Okay guys, so we're gonna make our bow by hand. This is gonna be kind of like a terry bow or a funky bow. We're gonna do it layer by layer using a pipe cleaner to hold in between every layer. So I'm gonna use 4 different ribbons for my bow this time, and I'm gonna start with the black and white buffalo check. What I'm gonna do is measure out about a 7-inch tail. You can make your tails as long as you want. I normally do about 7 or 8 inches, and then I pinch. And I'm going to measure out 12 inches so that my bottom loops are 6 inches. So I'm measuring out 12, pinch it together, and then I twist it so that the top side is up. And I'm going to measure out another 12 inches right here on my mat. I measured out 12 inches, and then I pinch it right here in the middle again. And then I give my ribbon a twist to get that top side back up, and then I'm going to measure out about 7 or 8 inches and cut it off. And there's our first layer. And I just take a pipe cleaner and put it in the middle, just like this, and I just give it a twist. All it's doing is holding our ribbon for us, so we're not having to hold it all in our hands. And I'm going to go ahead and dovetail that ribbon so I don't forget, and we're just going to set that aside. And I'm using a sign, this sign that I got, so I wanted to bring a little bit of that green in, so that's why I'm going to use a green ribbon next. So again, I'm going to measure out about a 7-inch tail, and I'm going to pinch it. And on this one, I think I'm going to measure about 11 inches. I'm going to go down a little bit. So I made my loop, and I'm going to give it a twist again. Measure out another 11 inches. Pinch it together. Give it a twist. Cut my tail again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our next layer, set it right on top of that one. We are going to untwist our pipe cleaner that's holding them together. We are going to just gently wiggle that out, put it right back in the middle again. Give it another twist. Now it's holding both of our ribbons together for a bow for us. And again, I'm just going to dovetail these ends. You can dovetail them or you can cut them at an angle, whichever one you prefer. I do either one, it just depends. So there's our bow so far, and we are just going to set it to the side. And the next layer I'm going to use is going to be this black and white buffalo plaid with the pumpkin. I have this piece cut already. But we're going to go ahead and use it. So again, I'm just going to measure out my 7-inch tail. This time I am measuring about 11 inches. You're going to make your loop and just remember to always give your ribbon a twist to bring the right side of your ribbon up. We're going to measure out about 11 inches again. And give our ribbon a twist. Now all of our right side of our ribbon is up. So what I'm going to do again is just stack right on top of the green. We want to make sure we get a pretty stacked bow right here. So we want to keep it stacked as neatly as possible. Again, just untwist your pipe cleaner, gently pull it out. Make sure when you put it back together that you're grabbing every layer, otherwise it'll fall apart on you, and give it a twist to hold it. And then we're going to cut this end at a dovetail. Okay. And then I'm going to use this orange. Actually, you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to add one more layer of the green. So let's go back and do another layer of the green, and then we'll top it off with the orange. And we're gonna make just like a 6-inch tail on this one. You can get a little smaller as you go. And we're gonna do a 10-inch loop. So we're gonna go a little bit smaller on our top layers. Again, measure out 10 inches, bring it together, and just do it a little pinch or a pleat. And give it a twist. Cut off about 6-inch tail. And stack it right on top. The more layers you get, the thicker it is, and it's a little harder to hold in your hand. But when you're working at it one layer at a time, it's not bad. And then just give it a twist to hold it all together. Let's go dovetail that in. Okay, and then we're gonna fluff it out right here at the end. And a lot of times for me, it's easier when I actually, if I'm putting this on a wreath, to fluff it out when I actually get it on the wreath. And then our last layer is going to be this orange, and I'm cutting this one at an angle. I'm not sure, it might fray a little bit if we do the other, so I want to keep it from fraying as much as possible. So again, I'm just going to do about a 6-inch tail on this one. And again, we're going to do about a 10-inch loop. This one is from Hobby Lobby, and it is a thinner, the wire's not as good, so it doesn't hold its shape quite as well, so it's a little flimsy. But I thought it was a really, really cute ribbon, so I went ahead and got it. So that's our little, that's going to be our top part of our bow. So this is our last layer going on. So again, we're going to stack it right on top here. Untwist our pipe cleaner. And just feed that pipe cleaner right through the middle where your hand is holding it all together. Now, that's our last layer. So what I'm going to do is give it a twist, and then I'm going to twist my bow. It gets it a lot tighter if you twist your bow. So we're going to twist our bow, and then we can start fluffing out our bow. So we want to move our loops and tails around in different directions. So this makes a really, really fun, whimsical bow. And you want to kind of do your tails and loops in opposite directions. So you kind of get the ones going, you know, different directions, and their color and patterns are spread out evenly. So we kind of want to move this one up. Like I said, this is a lot easier to do when it's actually on your wreath. And our orange ribbon is a little hard to work with, like I said, because the wire is really flimsy. But once you get it on the wreath, if you're putting it on a wreath, that will work better. But you can just maneuver this, and the tighter you get your bow, the more you can move it around, and nothing will come out of place. I don't think I got a good twist on this orange ribbon right here in the middle, so it's kind of giving me fits. But right now, I got tails and loops. So I'm actually going to use this on the wreath that I am making with that sign. So if you follow me, you'll definitely end up seeing a picture of that wreath when I'm done. And I'm going to have more bows on it than this one. I have I have a 4.5-inch ribbon that I got that is like the black buffalo check with the pumpkins on it, so I'm going to make an even bigger bow for it using that 4-inch ribbon. But I might have to go back and mess with this top layer on this orange one because it's not doing exactly what I want. But that, guys, is how I make a bow by hand and I don't use a bow maker sometimes. I will say that the Easy Bow Maker does make it really, really easy to make one. So if you want to invest in one of those, they're very inexpensive and very easy to use. And we'll probably do another video using an Easy Bow Maker. But for now, this is how you can make one by hand. And it'll turn out really cute and whimsical. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.